I still love boxing, so why not continue my career? So I decided to change my mind to continue in my journey as a boxer.
Yeah.
And it's
Seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, God damn, this guy's great. I mean,
Right.
just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles in. Eight different weight classes. 40 years old.
Goes to the flurry. Yep. Goes to the flurry.
Nobody saw this.
Nobody saw this coming. Not at 46. Manny Pacquiao had already done it all. 8 weight classes, 70 fights, a global icon. He didn't need one more round, and most thought he was finished. Then the headlines hit. Pacquiao was back. Not for an exhibition, not for a farewell, but for a real high-stakes WBC world title fight. Across from him stands Mario Barrios, 28 years old, in his prime, sharp and active, the current welterweight champion. He didn't just grow up watching Pacquiao. He grew up watching him run through opponents, and now they'll share the ring. Some people call it crazy. Others call it destiny, because Manny isn't just stepping back into a ring. He's stepping into a time machine against an opponent who isn't scared, isn't starstruck, and definitely isn't slowing down. This isn't a payday, and it isn't nostalgia. It's a fight where every punch asks the same question. Can a 46-year-old still hang with the best in the world? And the world is watching for one of two things, a resurrection or a reckoning. Pacquiao has nothing left to prove, with the Hall of Fame already guaranteed and his respect carved into boxing's history books. He could have walked away with one of the cleanest, most complete legacies the sport has ever seen. But instead, just weeks before his official Hall of Fame induction, he signed the papers, not to wave goodbye, but to lace up the glove one more time. No one begged him. No promoter twisted his arm. This isn't a farewell paycheck or charity appearance. So why come back? Some say it's ego. Others call it desperation. But those who know Pacquiao best say it's something else entirely. He isn't coming back for attention. He's coming back because it's not done yet. For many, this isn't about headlines or applause. It's about finishing the story on his own terms. Boxers don't return to chase fairy tales. They return to face the parts of themselves they haven't beaten yet. And for Pacquiao, the real opponent isn't Barrios. It's time. It's doubt. It's that quiet voice that asks, Asterisk, are you still good enough? Asterisk, this comeback isn't about proving something to the world. It's about proving something to himself. Across the ring stands a man who isn't here for fairy tales. Mario Barrios isn't chasing nostalgia, and is not caught up in the myth of Pacquiao. He respects him. How could he not? But Barrios didn't grow up idolizing Manny. He grew up fighting to carve his own name, studying him, watching tape, breaking down patterns, and preparing for the day he might face him. Now that day has come. Mario Barrios, 28, tall, calm, and sharp, enters fresh off a dominant run that earned him the WBC welterweight title after Terence Crawford stepped aside. He didn't go looking for Pacquiao, and he wasn't calling him out, but when the name landed on the table, he didn't hesitate. No negotiations, no delays, just one answer. Asterisk, let's go to the asterisk for Barrios. This isn't just another title defense. It's an opportunity to skip the line and rewrite his own legacy in one night. Beat Pacquiao, and you don't just keep the belt. You take something far more valuable, the spotlight, the history, the moment. And in boxing, that can change everything. Barrios doesn't sell fights with words. You won't find him trash-talking at press conferences or firing off bold Instagram captions. He doesn't need to. He speaks with his hands, with discipline, and with pressure that doesn't let up once the bell rings. He isn't flashy. He isn't trying to put on a show, and he isn't a one-punch knockout artist. What he is, however, is dangerous in a quieter way, a technician with real power, the kind of fighter who won't overwhelm you in the first round but chips away, breaks you down slowly, and takes control one round at a time. Barrios stands in the perfect window of his career, young enough to be fast, fresh, and fearless, but experienced enough to stay calm under pressure, take his time, and adjust when things get rough. His lungs are strong, his legs are spring-loaded, and his chin hasn't taken much damage. Pacquiao may be the bigger name on the marquee, he always will be, but in terms of raw momentum, Barrios brings the edge. He brings the volume, the youth, and the rhythm of a fighter who believes this is his moment. And if he wins, it won't just be an upset or a passing of the torch. It will be the night a rising contender took down a legend and refused to flinch while doing it. July 19th isn't just another fight night. For many boxing fans, it marks something special, the return of a legend. It's not just about titles or rankings, it's about legacy. Manny Pacquiao stepping into the ring again at 46 has sparked conversations, reactions, and anticipation across the boxing world. Filipino fans are expressing pride online, old highlight reels are trending again, and communities are planning watch parties. For longtime followers of Pacquiao's career, this night represents more than just another main event. It's a rare chance to witness the possible end of an era. People aren't tuning in just to see a belt on the line. They're watching to answer a question that has been quietly building for years. Can greatness return one last time, of an entire country cheering from a living room in Manila, of a kid watching his first boxing match and realizing this man is different? This moment isn't just about the punches. It's about what Manny Pacquiao means to a people, to a history, to a memory. This night feels like more than just a boxing event, because Pacquiao isn't only part of the sport anymore. He's part of something bigger. He belongs to the world now. And when the bell finally rings, it won't just signal the start of a fight. It will serve as a reminder that sometimes one person really can move millions, not with words, not with headlines, but simply by showing up one final time.
Ultimate title with a controversial majority decision when they last met in November 2011. On that occasion, the Filipino southpaw earned 2 of the verdicts from the 3 judges.
July 19th carries weight not only because Manny Pacquiao is returning, but also because his son is stepping in, too. While Pacquiao headlines the event in what could be his final professional fight, Manny Pacquiao Jr. will make his pro debut on the same card. This isn't a tribute appearance or a novelty slot. It's the official start of his own career under the bright lights and heavy expectations. He enters the ring carrying a name known worldwide, and, with it, the inevitable pressure of comparison. Some wonder if it's too early, others question whether the spotlight is too much, but those around him insist he's ready. Training under the same roof that shaped his father, with Freddie Roach and Marvin Samudio guiding him at the Wild Card boxing gym, the routines are familiar, the voices and expectations echo the past, and even the sweat carries traces of his father's rise. It's the same gym and the same name, but a new story beginning. Manny Pacquiao Jr.'s amateur record is solid, nothing headline-grabbing, but respectable, and that may be the point. This debut isn't about numbers or past accolades. It's about something harder to measure, whether the same drive that made his father a legend lives on in him. He isn't trying to copy his father. He's trying to find his own rhythm. But with a Pacquiao name stitched on his shorts, there's no easing in. Every round will be judged, every move compared, every misstep magnified. Still, there's a quiet significance in what's happening. A son beginning his journey on the same night his father may be ending his. 2 careers intersecting in the same building, on the same stage. No matter what happens that night, one thing is certain. The Pacquiao name will still be in the ring, still fighting, still moving forward. Before Manny Pacquiao steps into the spotlight, the undercard sets the tone, with one of the most anticipated matchups being the rematch between Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu. Their first fight was a war filled with momentum shifts, heavy damage, and controversy, leaving fans divided and both fighters with something to prove. Now they meet again, not for hype but for clarity, because this rematch isn't just about victory, it's about redemption. Each man steps back into the ring not only to defeat the other but to erase doubts, silence critics, and reclaim control of his own story. Also on the card is Isaac, Pitbull Cruz, a fighter defined by relentless pressure, brings no dancing and no flash, just forward motion and heavy hands. He is reportedly set to face Angel Fire in a matchup that promises non-stop action from the opening bell. Both men are aggressive, both are willing to trade, and neither is known for backing down, which means this fight could turn into a slugfest before the first round even ends. Cruz doesn't promote fights with words. He lets his style do the selling, and on a night already charged with emotion, his fight could be the spark that ignites the crowd. From top to bottom, this card could headline on its own, but instead, it builds into something even bigger, the return of a living legend. At 46, most fighters are behind the MIC, working commentary, hosting podcasts, or showing up ringside in tailored suits to reflect on their glory days. Manny Pacquiao isn't doing any of that. He's still in the gym shadowboxing at full speed, crushing pad sessions with rhythm that hasn't faded, and sprinting in training clips like someone forgot to tell him he's not 25 anymore. The footage didn't go viral because he looked young. It caught fire because he still looked dangerous. The bounce was there, the timing, the explosive snap. And then there are the calves, the trademark of Pacquiao that trainers and analysts always point to. Thick, spring-loaded, built on the steep church steps of General Santos City. Those legs helped him explode into range and disappear just as fast. And years later, they're still doing the same job, still twitching, still giving him the kind of edge most fighters lose with age.